A Jötunn, also Jötunn in the normalized scholarly spelling of Old Norse Jötunn/JTN/1 Old Norse pronunciation Jötunn plural Jotna/Jotna JTNZ, or in Old English, Jötunn plural Jötunnas, is a type of supernatural being in Germanic mythology. In Norse mythology, they are often contrasted with gods Isa and Vanna and other non-human figures such as dwarfs and elves, although the groupings are not always mutually exclusive. The entities themselves are referred to by several other terms including Rizi, Thurs or Thurs and Troll if male and Jigar or Trollkna if female. The Jotna typically dwell across boundaries from the gods and humans in lands such as Jotunheimar. The Jotna are frequently attested throughout the Old Norse record, with Jötunnas also featuring in the Old English epic poem Beowulf. The usage of the terms is dynamic, with an overall trend that the beings become portrayed as less impressive and more negative as Christianity becomes more influential. Although the term giant is sometimes used to gloss the word Jötunn and its apparent synonyms in some translations and academic texts, this is seen as problematic by some scholars as Jotna are not necessarily notably large. The terms for the beings also have cognates in later folklore such as the British Jötunn, Danish Jæt and Finnish Jati, which can share some common features such as being turned to stone in the day and living on the periphery of society. Old Norse Jötunn and Old English Jötunn developed from the Proto-Germanic masculine noun *Etunas. Philologist Vladimir Vil says that semantic connections between *Etunas with Proto-Germanic *Etanen to eat makes a relation between the two nouns likely to Proto-Germanic *Etanen is reconstructed from Old Norse etal consuming, Old English etal voracious. Gluttonous and Old High German filu esel greedy. The words are cognate with etin, an archaic word for a type of being. 3 Old Norse rizi and Old High German riso derive from the Proto-Germanic masculine noun *Risgen. Vil observes that the Old Saxon adjective rizilik enormous is likely also connected for Old Norse thurs, Old English thighs and Old High German duris devil evil spirit derived from the Proto-Germanic masculine noun *thorisas itself derived from Proto-Germanic *thoronen, which is etymologically connected to Sanskrit tura strong powerful rich. 5 Several terms are used specifically to refer to female entities that fall into this wider category, including Ivija plural Ivija, Jigar plural Jigja, and Trollkna plural Trollknur. 6, 7, 8. Terms for Jotna are also found in Old Norse compound words such as Bergrisi 9 mountain rizi and Hrimthurs rhyme thurs or frost thurs. 10. The cognates Jötunn and Jötunn and thurs and thighs have been equated by scholars such as J.R.R. Tolkien and Rudolf Sink with the words being used to describe the being in either Old Norse or Old English respectively. In a stanza of Völuspá hinn skamma found in the poem Heimdallr all Jotna descend from 35. Gylfaginning elaborates on this, describing that the primordial Jötunn formed in the warm waters that arose in Ginnunga Gap, when the rime of Niflheim was melted by the heat of Muspelheim. He lay there asleep, fed by milk from Ardhumbla, whereupon from his left armpit he sweated a male and a female, and his legs begat a son with one another. Together, these children became the ancestors of all other Jotna. 34-36. Later he was killed by the first gods, resulting in a flood of Ymir's blood in which all Jotna drowned except Bergelm and his family, who survived this event by way of sailing upon a Ludhar. 37. This has been linked to a runic inscription on a sword hilt in Beowulf which describes the Jötunn as being killed in an ancient flood, and has been proposed to derive from Germanic and wider Indo-European mythology. 38, 39, 40. According to Gylfaginning, after Ymir was killed, his body was reet into the world and a sea surrounded it. The gods then gave the surviving families Jotna lands along the shore to settle, placing them in the periphery. Ymir's brows were then used to build Midgard and protect it from the Jotna due to their known aggression.